Person was trying to tell you, trying to confess. Look at this person is writing drafts, deleting messages. They're writing this message, then they're deleting, they're writing, they're editing, then they're deleting. This person wanted to relieve when they told this other person, but then it somehow started being used against them, and what they didn't see coming, and that's the reason why now they are in this endless loop. It's almost like events keep being replayed, is because now that this person knows, they can no longer. Hello Scorpios, welcome back to my channel. Scorpios, there's been a message that I've been feeling very strongly, and I think that this has been showing up in your readings recently quite a lot, and this is the energy of secrets coming to the surface, like things that's been previously hidden from you in the past are being revealed. Now I'm not sure what's causing this wave of energy, but this is what I'm seeing. So let's take a look what the spirit wants to tell us. I'm hearing that there is somebody who is panicking now. I don't know what it's about, but I'm hearing somebody is panicking now, and these cards literally flew out. Seek the truth, release, which is death card, Scorpio card, and also we have balance, which is temperance card. So let's talk about this. Give this video a big thumbs up. Now again, a reminder, watch this if you're a Scorpio sun, moon, rising, or Venus. Venus is welcome to watch as well for tarot readings. And yes, we will talk about this and more. Give this video a big thumbs up. I already said that. Let's take a look. So I feel like there has been some kind of secret that's been kept from you before. With Listen card in this deck, this is High Priestess. I do feel like it's, for a lot of you, it's from a loved one, like, you know, somebody that you either are dating, talking to, you know, like love connection type of thing. But it could also be for some of you from people you are surrounded with at work, or maybe even family and friends. So we'll dive into this more as we go here. Again, I feel like for a lot of you, you notice how something is not adding up, and you started seeking the truth about something. And I do feel like with the Death card, you've been feeling like, you know what, I either will get to the bottom of things, or, you know, like I'm fine with releasing this. For some of you, it's quite literally something like that. But you know what I'm also hearing is that somebody here, another person, perhaps is panicking right now. Yeah, like there's something here about this energy where they are panicking because they know that you found out, or maybe that you are coming close to figuring something out. And again, this person thought in the past that that they could control the story. We have here Emperor card, and with Lead card, you know, usually it's a positive, right? Like if especially masculine energy that leads, you know, takes charge. But here I feel like this person wanted to control the narrative. That's what I'm hearing here. And I do feel like it's not necessarily for all of them that they had this like bad intentions, but I feel like they wanted to shape your perception. They wanted to have control over how things manifest, perhaps. For some of you, it could also be with like your magnetism, how much they felt pulled towards you, or maybe it could be, if it's not romantic, that you have this magnetism. And you know how sometimes, like I've personally experienced this as a very attractive woman, how sometimes when you're extremely attractive, let's just say there's other women who want you to doubt yourself, who want you to feel ashamed of your beauty, of your sensual energy, of your power. They will try to pick on you. Like at workplace, it happens very often. If you're an attractive woman who is also talented, they will try to either somehow, you know, like they will try to make you doubt yourself. Like they will withhold compliments. Maybe you know that promotion is long overdue, but they try not to promote you. Or maybe they specifically don't want to support your endeavors, your projects, your offerings. Or again, they will try to somehow like, you know, do things like where they pick on you, and they will give you like this, you know, nasty remarks about about the way you present yourself or something. So again, for some of you, it could be that. But I feel like, again, you've been breaking out of those chains. And like whoever wanted to control the narrative of something, I feel like, you know, they can no longer withhold the truth. You're closer and closer to finding out the truth here. And I also feel like, well, you know, it's interesting that this person was hoping that you will never find this out. So again, whether it's romantic or whether it's not, I feel like whoever is this person who was withholding things from you, they were hoping you were never going to find out the full truth. Maybe they gave you bits and pieces. Maybe they've even admitted, I'm seeing something here. But it's like they still, it's almost like when you find out the truth, they no longer have this control over the narrative. But once you do know the truth, once you do know something, this is it. They no longer have control over the situation. You essentially come back to your power. The spell is broken. You are free. You're no longer challenged. For some of you, there were challenging times, maybe even with survival or like your basic needs being met. Because again, the more you questioned yourself, the more you were forced somehow to even hide your light. Again, those of you who are at work or family or friend situations, you were forced to hide your light, to almost like this person didn't want you to have the clarity on what you are building for yourself. And like they had control over you. Essentially, your light was so bright and they didn't want you to know your power. Now, again, for those of you who are in a romantic situation, I feel like, again, this person was just hoping that you were not going to find out. And you know what's interesting, though? And let me just confirm this, what I'm hearing. Win or lose with love. You know, for some of you, they told someone else about this. Something that, again, they were hiding from you, they told to somebody else. And I think this is where it's kind of, it kind of, like they crossed some kind of line, I'm hearing. They crossed the line because it's one thing they withheld something from you and you trusted them, I feel like. Yeah, and like, I feel like it's one thing that they withheld it from you, but I feel like the fact that they shared it maybe with someone else, some kind of secret that either was your mutual one, or I feel like maybe for a lot of you, it has to do with something they withheld from you, but shared with someone else. Someone else knows about it. And I think this is where it's weird. And you know what was interesting as well? Because someone else knows, it's almost like they had to do a confession. They had to confess to somebody because it was so heavy on their mind. I'm hearing heavy on their mind. So it's a heaviness on their mind. Because they shared it with someone else, temporarily it felt like a relief. Temporarily they felt like, oh, maybe it's a person they trusted. I don't know. But when they shared it with another person, I feel like temporarily they felt a sense of relief. But actually what ended up happening is that now things got more complicated somehow. Embrace and nurture. Because it's almost like, how they say truth has legs, it will keep moving. Is there an expression like that, or did I just make it up? Something about truth having legs, like information moving. And I feel like for some of you, you withdrew yourself from this person, or maybe for some of you, even these people. And it's like, this is something that they now, for whatever reason, feel like they feel if you withdrew your energy, if you took a step back, they feel it very strongly. They feel that, you're no longer there, maybe even for some of you. And I do feel like they also have a lot of guilt. They feel a lot of guilt because they know that like if they did something different, maybe for some of you it's a children situation. Maybe this person had children somewhere, like, I don't know, hidden or something, and they didn't tell you. Maybe for some of you, it's also about something, again, it doesn't have to be that obviously, exactly, but maybe it's something that has to do with some kind of younger energy, could be, or it could be your maybe children, like if you, let's just say you want to have kids or you have kids already, something related to that. I'm not sure, I'm not picking up exactly what is that, to be honest, here, at least on YouTube, but I do feel like right now there's a lot of panicking about what's going on with you, what are you doing, kind of thing. They no longer know what to expect from you. And I feel like they've been trying to figure out how to regain control of the narrative here, but they don't know. And I also feel like this person hopes that you don't connect the dots, because they feel like you've detached, yes, but there is still something here that I feel like it could sabotage somebody's reputation here. I feel like it could sabotage a lot of things if the truth comes out. I know it's a very, like, complex type of message. So applies it as it resonates. Again, remember you guys, this is general reading. Actually, I still have personal extended available. It's a new option I'm offering, which is like a more condensed, shorter, more affordable reading based on extendeds and based on YouTube videos. Links are going to be down below. But they feel guilt, yes. And I do feel like this person feels like, yes, they betrayed you or maybe broke loyalty. And I feel like for the longest time, this person was also avoiding responsibility. They were trying to tell themselves that they were not the bad guy in the story. I don't know why. They wanted to be a good guy or a good girl. I mean, it's masculine for a lot of you. They wanted to maintain the narrative that they are the good guy here. They didn't do anything wrong, but they know they did. And I feel like, as you are starting to, like, for a lot of you, there's a sense of new beginning in your life. This person really wants to take action, but they want peace, though. They don't want to fight with you. Yeah, look at this. We have peace twice. They want to have a peace between the two of you. You have peace quite literally showing up twice here. Let peace prevail, bring peace to troubled waters. But the issue is here, it seems like everything is great and there is this new beginning. The issue is, who did they tell something they were not supposed to? And why is that important also so much here? I don't understand. Because again, I do feel like this person had to confess to someone. I mean, they showed me quite literally, how there is, I don't know in what kind of church they do this, but the confession where you go to like priest and you confess something. I've seen it in movies only, so I don't know how it actually works, but confessions, they're showing me that window with like a priest or something and somebody confessing. But I don't think for most of you, they actually went to like a priest or something. I feel like they confessed to somebody like a friend or somebody. For most of you, it's a physical, actual person who they confess this to. But the question is here, why is this a problem? Reach out, take the lead. And I feel like this person is reaching out for you now, but they have a lot of fears. They feel a lot of guilt because they know that something they did, because of how they did it, it had, how they say, right, like butterflies effect, how like a butterfly in one part of the world flying in a different direction could cause something on a different part of the world. Something they did had very profound consequences is what I'm seeing. Yeah. And they are realizing this now. It's almost like now is the time where everything is becoming revealed, the truth is coming out, and they understand that what they did had consequences, maybe even spiritually on the world itself, far bigger than whatever it seemed like at the moment. It had very big spiritual consequences, something that they did here, especially because they shared it with someone they should have not. Again, this person feels like you're no longer focusing on them as well. And maybe, I don't know, I wonder if because there is someone else who knows, I feel like there was someone who received their confession, that is the reason why they are panicking even more. But why though? This is kind of strange. I do feel like this person wants to come clean. They want to change things. For some of you, this person is hoping for another chance with you, but I don't know, honestly, for a lot of you, whether you're going to take them back or not. Because I feel like, yeah, this person does want this love abounds coming together. But again, I feel like because they shared something they were not supposed to with another party, that is what makes it complicated. It's almost like now this person has that extra information about them. And for whatever reason, it's a big deal. Look at this High Priestess card. For whatever reason, it's a big deal. I don't know why, though. But what's interesting, though? All of this truth is coming out now. It cannot be hidden anymore. Everything is coming to light. So we're going to take this to the extended over here. And I know it's a very strange unusual type of even reading, even though we've had situations and readings where there was something hidden and being revealed. And it's not the first time, obviously, we're doing this. But I don't know why they're saying this. Another extra party, extra person who they told something to, almost like they were not supposed to tell. Or if they told them, it has some kind of impact here. I don't know why, but this is different. I've never seen this before. So we're going to take this to the extended, and the extended, we're going to see what exactly was hidden. Who else knows, and why is it so significant too? So And we'll see whether maybe this person is going to expose them, because I feel like for some of you this person actually doesn't have the strength themselves to reveal whatever they've hidden, but this other person who they've confessed this information to, they might come in and interfere. Again, links to the extent is going to be down below. I know it's a very different message today. There's also personal extended that's available for those of you who are interested in that. We'll take a look into that, because this is different, and I feel like this is significant. Thank you guys so much. As always, give this video a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. We will talk soon. Bye bye.